Great morning, everyone. Oh my goodness. I just like, you just look at these, you know, MAGA and Nazi people and their craziness. Now we have the thing going between Marjorie Taylor Greene and Nick Fuentes. Now, just a short time ago, she was up on the stage with him with her shit-eating grin and just so happy to see him, you know. And now all of a sudden, you know, she's going, he's a horrible person. Nobody should ever have anything to do with him. And then he's calling her an adulteress. Well, he says an adulterer, but a female adulterer is an adulteress. So he's calling her an adulteress, you know, and she wants to be this big Christian and she's this adulteress. And meanwhile, he's talking about there should never be any Jews on the planet and that we need a dictatorship, okay? And we have this other crazy woman I've never seen before, but has a podcast that's saying he's such a wonderful Christian. Nick Fuentes loves the Lord. He loves our country, and he's being so vilified. He's being so abused. This young man, there comes let it go. You're just going, what planet are these cuckoos on? I mean, you know, they're not only drinking the Kool-Aid, they've got a permanent IV line going. Because you listen to them and you're just, the insanity of it. So anyway, I pulled some cards on this Nick Fuentes to see, and what we have in the center of it, well, not a surprise. He just wants to cut everything, okay? He's like Bannon. He's like Stephen Miller, the Jewish Nazi, okay? Bannon, the anarchist, burn everything down. Yeah, this guy's out there to, you know, do his podcast, slice and dice with his unhappiness, talking about every unhappiness he's got in the world, his mental spin, his mental drama of hate, okay? That's what he's about, his mental drama of hate. So what we have in the past with this guy is wanting to birth something different, okay? Turn everything upside down. Hang it up. Turn it upside down. Getting away is the key, you know, being able to get away with shifting this stuff to dictatorship, to absolutely creating another Nazi, party, okay? It's what he's all about. Because right now, he's unhappy with the White House, with the government, really unhappy with it. So he's putting out his fishtails that he's trying to attract people with, okay? So he's trying to attract people with his fishtails of, you know, that he is such a Christian, that, you know, I don't believe in Jews. I don't believe Jews are ruining this country. They're all for abortion. They're for, you know, that usual drama that they have of just crap and nonsense. So the challenge is him trying to anchor this crap in, okay? Because he's unwilling to see with the genuine community, and he's out there with his heavy-handed, you know, new action, whatever he can do to try to put an end to things. Now, what we have as a clarification, we have Marjorie Trader Green and her victory, when it comes to being in the hog trough with 45. So he's a bit jealous of her because she can go over there and nobody's talking about how horrible it is, but he went and had dinner with him, and he's getting all this pushback from Marjorie Trader Green and so many others, So he's a bit jealous of her, truth be told. But these two are two, one is just as nasty and degrading as the other one. But I couldn't believe that podcast of this one that's supposed to be, and it's always these ones that they're wearing the cross, and I'm such a conservative, and yet she's pushing and putting on a platform this Nazi. Okay? He's such a lover of Christ. Such a lover of Jesus. Well, Jesus is Jewish, you fools. I was like, oh my God. King of the Jews. What part of this are you not understanding? But he's such a lover of Christ. He's always been a lover of the Jewish Jesus. Okay? So it's the most insane thing you've ever seen. All the Jews need to be killed, but I'm such a lover of Jesus. I'm such a good Christian. Okay? Again, they're not in alignment with Jesus, Jesus of the Bible, because he was a reformer of Judaism. That's what he was here to do, reform Judaism. He is Jewish. Go away. I hate Jews, but I love Jesus. Okay? I worship Jesus. I'm all about his message. And you're just going, oh my Lord. They don't even understand the most basic thing. Okay? Yeshua, ben Joseph, son of Joseph, is Jewish. I think I need an Advil. These people give me a headache. Because, these good Christians, quote unquote Christians, and actually put this crap out. And they have no clue what they're saying. Okay? They'll wear a cross, and if Jesus came back, they'd be the first ones to crucify him again. Okay? They'd be right out there. Maybe that's why they wear a cross, because they're looking to crucify Christ again in everything that they're doing. Because everything they're saying is anathema to what he came to, the message he gave, the things he tried to reform, to bring the Spirit, to bring spirituality into place rather than the letter of the law. Okay? He was a proponent of spirituality. The Jewish hierarchy of the Pharisees, etc., were into religiosity. Okay? And these so-called Christians, evangelical Christians, quote unquote, which are not Christian at all, are right there with the Pharisees. Okay, we want religiosity. We want the stoning. Where do they go? They're always in the Old Testament. We want stoning. Of course, they don't look at what happened with, adulterers, etc. Oh, that we don't see that. We only see, if it comes to somebody that's gay, we want to stone them. We want to kill them. We want to, the most hateful things you could ever see. Okay? So you're just looking and trying to figure, how can these people be so dense? How can they be so ignorant of what they're putting out there? Trying to look one way with this mask of, I'm such an uber Christian, I'm such a light, I'm such a, but they're such haters. And everything you turn around, they are hating, and yet using the Bible, they might as well just, cut the Bible in half, throw away the New Testament, throw away anything that Christ had to say, and just use the Old Testament of dogmas and hate, vilification, okay, condemnation, because that's what they're about. But to sit there and say that this Nazi kid, that's all about showing the Nazi symbol, okay, he's not using the swastika, which was for all good things flow together. No, he uses the backwards into a swastika, okay, of condemnation and trying to control and manipulate. And that's what it is. The backward swastika is about control. It's about turning everything on its ear. It's about reversing all of this stuff. Okay? Rather than the swastika, which is about things flow together, working together. These good things turn together. Okay? They come from a central point and then they go outward and turn in a beneficial way. And the swastika is about turning it all backwards. Okay? To go in a backwards way. To control. To vilify. To undo. To change. To... Okay? So yeah, these are not lights. These are the darkness parading as light. Make no mistake of the difference. Nobody can be a Christian and condemn and hate and say Jews should be killed, Jews will not replace us, and then sit there and say they're good Christians. I just find that so unbelievably nuts. And they don't have one iota of seeing the confusion and delusion and this 180 degrees that they have turned in what they're doing. Calling the darkness light and the light darkness. Turning everything on its ear. Worshipping hate, separation, vilification, lies, whatever it takes to get into power and calling it good. The ends justify the means, and that's never, never, never what has been taught in true spiritualities, okay? The ends do not justify the means, okay? Never does. And the only thing we have with us that we can take with us to the other side is our integrity, honesty. Those are the things that matter. Your integrity, your honesty, okay? It's not about how much wealth you have, how much power you've had here, because all of that's gone. The minute you leave the physical form, those things have no value. What's it say? Lay up for yourself the treasures for heaven. Lay up for yourself these treasures. Okay? Honesty, integrity. Those are the things that are of value. Being a peacekeeper, being a, somebody that is out there speaking truth. Speaking truth, being a light. Okay? So it's never about hate. And this is something I've talked about. When one gets to realization and that ego dismantles, there is never any more hate. It's impossible. It is impossible. You can be totally disgusted with what somebody is doing, but to hate, that emotion is eliminated. It can't come up. And that I can tell you 100%, you cannot hate. That emotion is out. It's done. It's over. Okay? So, yeah, that's what I wanted to speak about today. We can condemn the actions. We can condemn their the dark parading as light. All of that we can condemn. But you can't hate. You can't hate. Okay? So anyway, on that note, I'll leave this here. I'm going to have Advil this morning. Oh. But again, it's something that I wonder, how can these people not see how delusional what they're saying is, and they all run around with this cross and pretend to be such great Christians, and yet, again, they might as well cut the Bible in half and throw away anything that Christ had to say and just go and just, profess and be Pharisees. Okay? Be proud of your Phariseehood, of condemnation and religiosity and all of that. Okay? Because you have no hand in spirituality, no understanding of spirituality, and neither do they want anything to do with what Christ was speaking about. Okay? So I'm going to leave this here. Much love and light to everyone. Happy Sunday, and I'll see you online.